Hello everyone. In the previous class, we started our basic structure for the C programming, right? So without that, we cannot write any programmatic. First, everyone learn about the basic structure, how we are writing by that. So by using that only, we are writing the programs. Without that, we cannot write, we cannot understand also. Okay, yes, okay. So in the previous class, we discussed one example program like how we are printing the hello world, right? Yes, okay, right. So but here how we are developing that program? Yes, we wrote the program in the previous class. We wrote the one simple program, right? But here how we are developing that program, how we are executing like this. Okay, so in this developing a program, we have the four steps, right? So today's topic is the developing a program. So let's discuss our topic today, right? First, if we need to be develop the our program, right? So it is just here our C language is having the some phases to success the our programmatic. It okay. So here our C language is having the some phases. What it is having? Some phases. By these phases here we are doing the successful execution for our programmatic. So by using these phases we are performing the successful execution. We are doing the successful execution, whatever it may be. Okay, so whatever you are writing the program, so that is definitely using the some phases to perform. Okay, so by using those phases we are performing our successful execution for the programmatic. So without doing any errors, without mistake. So we are doing the successful execution for the programs, whatever you are writing. Okay, right. And next here, here whatever you're writing the phases, those are required, or else your phases, or we can call that is the steps also. Whatever you're writing, whatever you're taking the steps or phases, so that is having a successful execution, right? But how it will be having the successful execution? So we have the four phases to explain that one. So here we will see what we have the four phases for. Okay, so here I'm writing the phases in the box. Editing. Okay, editing the program, or else we can call this one is the creating a C programming also. Okay, editing a program, or else we can call this one is the creating a program also. And after this here we have again another phase is the compiling the program. We have another phase that is like compiling the program. What you are taking the program, okay, once you completed writing for the programmatic here, then you have to be do the compilation for that. Okay, so here when our compiler is compiling, so it is linking to this. Okay, it is linking to the our program. Okay, linking the program. And next here, once your link is done, it will be performs like execution. Okay, it is showing like executing the program. Executing the program. So these are the our four phases in the C language to develop the one programmatic. Alright. See, editing the program, compiling the program, linking the program, and executing the program. By using these four phases here we are performing the, or else here we are doing the developing a program. We are developing the one program. Then see how we are performing the editing the program, compiling the program, linking the program, and executing the program. So let's see how we are doing this one, right? Suppose you can take your editing phase. First here I am taking the editing phase. Editing the program. Okay, first here I am taking the editing the program. So when you're editing the program, it is just needs the one file format, means your whatever you have the source code, whatever you are writing the code, okay, so that is the source code. We are calling whatever you are writing the code, that is we are calling like a source code. Okay, so here C programming is definitely having the one file, so that file is needs the one source code format. Okay, so where we are performing that one, in the text editor we are performing that one. Okay, so whatever it may be, so it is done in the turbo C command like this. Okay, so see this first, where we are executing our programs, means we have the one software. We can call that software is like turbo C++. We can call that software is turbo C++. Okay, so first you have to be open the turbo C++ in the editing the program, or else here we can call this one is the creating the program also, right? First you have to be open the turbo C++, right? Where we are opening means here, if we have any system, you can open in that. Directly you cannot. First you have to be install that one. First you have to be install the turbo C++. After the installing, you have to be open the our turbo C++ software in your computer system, and then you can select, okay, once you have that one, you can select the file option. You can select the one file option. Okay, and again you can choose the, in that file we will get the some more options. Again you can choose the new option. First you have to be open the turbo C++ software in your computer system, and next year your work is, first you have to be open in that file. Okay, so in that file here it is showing like so many options. In that you have to be choose the new option. In that you have to be choose the new option. Once you click the new option, it is showing like one empty page. Okay, it is displaying like one empty page. In that you have to be write the your source code, whatever you are thinking, so you have to be write that source code into that. Okay, so here this new file is showing one empty page. It is showing one empty page. In this page you have to be write the source code. Okay, when you're editing or creating the program, first you have to be install the turbo C++. Okay, so yes, here we are doing the C programmatic. Okay, why we need to be install the C++, right? So actually in the previous days we have the separate software for the C language, but when we are implemented our C++ language, it is combined with the C and C++. Okay, so no problem with the doing of C language. But when you are doing the C language, you have to be give the extension is like .c. When you are doing the C++ programmatic, you have to be give the extension like .cpp. Okay, so that is the change in, okay, nothing is there in that. Just you have to be install the turbo C++, and in that here you have to be open the file. In that file you have to be choose the one new option, that is displaying the one empty page. Whatever you are thinking, you can write that source code into that page. Okay, so after that you can compile like this. Okay, yes, here I am thinking like I need to be write the one simple program. Yes, we have this, you have to be write the some source code, right? So here I'm thinking, yes, I need to be write the some source code too in that page, in that empty page. Okay, so here I'm taking the one program like details page. Okay, so here I'm taking the one details page. In that I'm writing the my programmatic. Okay, in that I'm writing the my programmatic series. Details page I'm taking. So what we have, first of all, in the first year we are taking the documentation section, right? So it may be required, it is not required. Okay, what if you are, you can write. Okay, so here I'm writing, why? Because here this is for your knowing purpose. Okay, so here I am writing the details. Okay, this is the our documentation section. Documentation section will be in the commenting symbols. Will be in the commenting symbols. Right? After that, you have to be place the linking sections. Here I am taking the linking sections is like hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. As stdio means your standard input output header file. Conio means your console input output header file. Hash means your preprocessor. Include means your library functions. Okay, don't forget your whatever you're listening. So everything is important. Why? Because here without knowing the words here we cannot write any programmatic. So why? Because here someone is asked like, yes, what is the hash? Why you are writing the hash here? So yes, my ma'am said you like this. I'm writing. Don't say like that answers. Your hash is the preprocessor. Include is the library function. stdio and conio are the header files. Okay, so here stdio full form is the standard input output. Conio full form is the console input output. Okay, so like this here, if anyone is asked what is the hash means here, you can tell every line to line performance. That is the study of you. Okay, so here my ma'am said like this, hash include. I will write like this only. Don't say negligency answers. Whatever you listened, whatever you remembered, that is only had to be give the answer. Your hash is the preprocessor. Include is the library functions. stdio, conio or the header files. Don't forget these words. And next here I am writing the void main. Okay, your void is the return type. Void is the return type and main is the function. Your main is the function. Without the main function, we cannot write any programmatic. That is the main point for programmatic. Okay, so whatever you are writing in the before, that is not included for the output section. Okay, whatever you are writing the after the main, that is calculated in the programmatic. Okay, so your void is the return type, main is the function. So, and after the writing of main function, you have to be open that one. How we are opening? By using the open flower brace. By using the open flower brace. Okay, so this is the open flower brace. This is the open flower brace. And next here I am taking the CLR SCR. Okay, here CLR SCR means clear the screen. CLR means here clear. SCR means your screen. Okay, clear the screen. Why we are writing the clear the screen means before if any example output will be there in the command prompt. Okay, so by using the CLR SCR we are clearing that screen. Right? So whatever you are writing now, whatever you are writing the program at right now, so that will be displayed directly on the command prompt. Suppose you are not writing the CLR SCR, it will be disturbance. Why? Because you are continuously I am doing the 10 programs without using the CLR SCR. Okay, so here first you did the one program, right? So that program output will be in the command prompt. And next again you are doing the another program. So that is also displayed on that without the closing. So again, how many you are writing the programs, that will be displayed on the command prompt only. So you will get confusion. Which one is the output for this program, right? So for that here you have to be use the clear the screen. CLR is here. It will be clear the screen and it will be visible whatever you are writing at right now program. So that is good, right? Okay. Once after completed, here I am writing the declaration and the execution part, right? So here I need to be display details for that person, for one person, right? So here I'm writing my details only. Here I'm writing my details only. So here I'm taking the printf. Okay, see. Okay, so always here I'm writing the printf means here everyone will get doubt. What is printf? Right? So first of all, see what is program. Okay, program is a collection of instructions that are arranged in a particular order, and it can be perform particular task given by the user. Okay, so what is program? Yes, we are calling program. Yes, we will write the programs. How can you write the program? So what is program? Like this, everyone will ask, right? So first here, what is program? Here, program is the collection of instructions. You see, as include std, void, main, clr, printf, everything will be collections. Some collection. So we are picking up from anywhere. We are picking, right? So here, whatever it may be, program is the one collection of instructions. Program is the collection of instructions. Those are arranged in a particular order. Without the order, we cannot perform that one. Suppose here we have the void. Here I need to be write the main. No, right? So if you are writing, that is definitely error. It is showing the definitely error only. So means here whatever you are writing the program, that is definitely having the particular order. You have to be follow definitely that one, right? And those are perform particular task by task given by the user. Okay, so here what your users are giving, that is only here our programmatic is performing. Okay, so your program is nothing but a program is a collection of instructions arranged in a particular order, and it can be perform particular task given by the user. Don't forget this one, right? And next here we are talking about the void. Yes, void is the return type only. Yes, your void is the return type only. Okay, so here it is your void is used to specify the type of the function. Which type of function you are using? So here you are using the main function, right? Okay, suppose you are using the f1. Okay, so what it function? So that is specified by the void. That is specified by the void. Whatever you are using the function, that can be specified by the void method. Okay, and we can call this void is the return type. We can call this void is the return type. And if you need to be avoid the functions that does not return any values to the calling functions. If you need to be avoid, okay, or else here if you need to be avoid any function, so means your nothing is there important for that, means you can avoid that one. Okay, so in that time that is not calling any function. We have calling function, called function, call by function, like this we have. So if that one is avoiding, means that is not calling the our function. Okay, further cases we have that one. Okay, I will explain in that classes. Void main. Okay, void is the return type. Main is the function. This is the starting point of our execution. Without this main method, we cannot run any programmatic. By using this only, we are executing our programmatic. Okay. And next here we have the printf. Next here we have the printf. Printf means this printf method is used to, or else printf function. Okay, print. Okay, f means your function. Why we are writing print after f means your print, and f means your function. F means your function. Okay, so this printf function is used to display information on the standard output. Whatever you require, so you have to be write in this, that will be displayed on the output section. that will be displayed on the output section. Okay, whatever you required only you have to be used. If not here, you can remove that one. Okay, so in the printf section, whatever you are writing, that can be performed for the purpose of output. Okay, scanf is the input purpose, that is reading, and this is giving the output. Okay, and your so it is having the some arguments. In that arguments, we are writing the some sequence of beginning as specifiers or percentile specifiers, whatever you need to be required, whatever you need to be display, that one. Okay, so and it can be display whatever you are writing the statements, that can be definitely having the double quotes. Without the double quotes, that cannot be displayed on the output section. With the giving of the double quotes only, it is giving the output section. So don't forget the giving of double quotes. Okay, see. So in the so suppose you are taking the scanf, means here that is scanf is reading the information, means here that is for input section. Okay, and if you are taking the percentile, whatever you are writing the printf section, so that can be performed by this. Suppose you are taking the integers, means here that is taking the percentile something values. Okay, percentile d, percentile f, percentile c, like this here that is taking. Okay, when we have this scanf section, in that I will explain that one. Okay, see this. In this printf section here, I am writing the my details. Printf, open brace. After the opening, you have to be open double quotes. You have to be give the double quotes. Within that double quotes only have to be display any information. Once you are closed the double quotes, it will not display after that what we have the information. Within the double quotes, what we have, that is only displayed by the our programmatic. Okay, printf Bhavyasri /n. Here I closed the double quotes, and after that I am closing the brace and semicolon. Declaration and executable statements are having the end of the semicolon, right? So here why I am giving the /n. Okay, why I am giving the /n means here, without giving the /n, whatever you are writing, that will be displayed on single line only. Once you are giving the /n, so it will be takes like one enter point. Okay, suppose you are doing the enter in this computer system, that will be goes to the next line, right? So same like that here, whatever you are writing, that will be displayed on the single line. Once you are writing the /n, that will be displayed on next line. Okay, and next here I am taking the another one, printf MSc computers. Okay, MSc computers. Close this one again, and again write printf working as degree lecturer. Working as degree lecturer. Okay, so here these are my details, my name, okay, my qualification and my profession, right? Okay, once you've done this, you can write here get ch. This get ch is not in all cases. It depends on programmatic. And then you can close this one. Okay, here we open the main method, and here we closed the our method, main method. So without the closing that method, here we cannot perform. We'll get the error only. It will be displays one error. Okay, so here it will be displays the our output. Once you perform this one, it will be displays like one output. What it will be displays our output? What it will be displays our output? That is the question. Okay, but here I will not write that output. Why? Because here we are just doing the editing the program, not executing, right? So in the editing the program, we are creating the programs. We are writing the programs. Okay. So after this, means here after the completion of the writing the program, means after the writing of the source code, you have to be save that program. Once you completed this one, you have to be save this program. Okay. How to save this program? How to save this program? Okay. With the file name, .c, with the file name .c. Here what we did here, information about some person, right? So here we wrote the details. This is the details page. Okay. So here what we have here, details. Just save this one, details.c. Here we need to be saved details.c. Okay. So it is created by your file name. Here what we have created, details.c. Whatever you wrote, that program is now like in the form of details.c. Okay. Here C means here our C programmatic. Details means here whatever you wrote the program, that is here. Okay. Details of C. This is the our program. Okay. We need to be do after the creation process, editing process. Yes, we edited the program on the screen. Okay, empty page. Now empty page, we wrote this like program. Like this program we wrote, right? So for this here, yes, we save, we done the saving process also, right? After that here, what we will do? Okay, next process is the compilation. Next phase what we have? Compilation. Okay, so this compilation will be done. Okay, compiling the C program. Okay, so means here next year we have the compile the program, right? So in this compilation, right, how you are performing? When a program called compiler, once you're completed to write the programmatic, you have to be called the our compiler. We have options to compile and run. Okay, have to be choose the compiler. That compiler compiles the source code to the object code. Right? See here. Whatever you wrote this program, this is the source code. Okay, so this compiler, okay, here, compiler compiles. It is compiling. So we wrote the source code, right? So this source code is converting into object code. It is converting into object code. Means we wrote the programmatic into the English language. Here it is converting to the object code, means your machine readable language. Okay. Source code for humans, users. Object code for machine performance. Here compiler is changing the machine readable language. Right? Your compiler compiles the source code to object code, and compiler cannot process it until the errors free. Okay, so in this compilation only we'll get the errors. If nothing is there in that errors, means you definitely it will be good. If you got the output, so if you got the errors, you have to be clear that one. Until your compilation will not free. Okay, compiler cannot process until the errors free. Means if the source code, if any errors is there in that compiler, it cannot be compile the program. Okay, suppose like if any errors is there when we are clicking compile. Okay, so we have the compile option, right? So when you are clicking that one, so if it is showing the automatically some errors, and warnings, you have to be solve that one. If that one is not showing any errors, any warnings, we can process directly run position. Okay, so if it is not showing anything, everything is correct, means you directly are getting. If you are getting the errors, means you have to be solved. You have to be solve that one. If errors is not there in your program, the compiler compiles the program with the successful manner. How we are compiling? Okay, in the Turbo C++ page, we have the compile option. Or else you can press like Alt plus F9. Okay, directly you can choose the compile option from the page, Turbo C++ page. Or else you can directly press Alt plus F9. Alt plus F9. So don't use Alt and plus symbol F9. Here plus means you're at the same time you have to be press the Alt and F9. Don't use the plus symbol. Okay, at the same time you have to be use the Alt and F9. Not in the changing position, means you're at the same time only you have to press. After that sometime you cannot. Okay, Alt plus F9 is the compilation process. Right. And next here we have, once your compilation is done, and next here we have the linking phase. What we have here? Next we have the linking the program. Next we have the linking the program. Okay, so how you are linking the program? Okay, so your linker, we have the one word is like linker. So okay, this linker is linking the all the files and the functions. It is linking files and functions. Whatever you have the files and functions, that can be linked by the our linker. Okay, and whatever we have object code, so by that only here performing. Okay, so for example here, suppose you can take, if the user is using the printf function, suppose here user is using the printf function. Printf means your output performance. Okay, so in the execution, okay, suppose if the user is using the printf function in your programming, so this linker linking the user programming object code with the object code of the print function. Okay, so how it will be used means here we are using the one library function is like stdio.h, right? By that here stdio.h is taking the our output performance. Whatever you are writing, that program is linking to the our object code. Okay, and this object code is, okay, this object code is converting again, so again into our human readable language. Why? Because here with users are not understanding that language, right? So that's what here it is converting again. That's what here it is converting again. Okay, see this. Next here we have the last phase, executing the program, or else here running the program. Executing the program, or else we can call this one is the running the program. Execution is also called as running the program. So once you compile, once you completed the linking process, you have to be run the program by using the run option. Okay, you can use the run option. Okay, directly it will be displayed on the Turbo C++. If you are not means if you are not if you are not using that run option, directly you can use the control plus F9, ctrl plus F9. Okay, so your compilation will be done in the alt plus F9. Execution will be done by the control plus F9. Okay, you can choose in the directly system also possible. Okay, after the running the program, the computer is showing the output in the screen. Whatever you wrote, that is displayed on that. So it will be displayed here. Whatever you given in information in the printf statement, that is only displayed. Okay, so here we have the one diagram for this. Here I will draw this. See this. So here means here what we discussed now phases. So that is in the one diagrammatic process. Start. And next here we have editing the program, or else here you can write the creating the source code, whatever it may be. So here I am writing the editing source code. Editing source code. And next here we have the compiling, right? And next what we have? Compiling source code. What we wrote here, that is we are compiling, right? And next here if we have compilation errors, that is our decision making symbol. If you have errors, okay, suppose if you have errors, you have to be check our code. First what we wrote, the program, that is you have to be checked right now. Okay, right? If errors is not there, it is linking to our source code. Linking. It is doing the linking to object code. Linking object code. Okay, so here it is taking some object code. Right, in the linking process we are taking the object code. Right, once it is completed process, it is loading onto that. Okay, it is doing the loading. Okay, what it is doing? Loading object code. Loading object code. Okay, and after that here it is performing the executing the programming. Executing the object code. Whatever we have, that can be executed on this. And in the execution, when you're running that one, if you have any errors, suppose if you have any errors, okay, it will be goes to again our programming. Okay, not only in the compilation, in the runtime also will get the errors. Not only in the compile time, sometimes you'll get in the running time also. If you got the errors, it is taking like some runtime errors. It's taking some runtime errors. If you're not got that one, it is going to display output. And after that, it is doing some stop. Here there is no space here. It is doing the stop position. Okay, let's see. Here you have to be take some data for this. Okay, so this data is taking like input. Parallelogram. This data is taking the input. Okay, whatever you are writing, so that input can be performed by it, taking the data. And next here it is taking this linking phase is taking the system libraries. Okay, so it is taking the system libraries. Okay, so this is the diagram to represent this our programmatic. So when you're executing the programming, it will be displays our output is like okay, Bhavyasri, MSc Computers, working. Okay, so what we wrote in the previous, working as degree lecturer. What we wrote in the previous year, we wrote the Bhavyasri MSc Computers, working as degree. So like this here, it will be shows our output. Okay, so this is how to develop the program. What you are writing the program, that can be performed like this. Okay, so this is in your system. So once you have to be open the our Turbo C++, in that you can choose the file option, and in that file option again choose the new option that will be displayed on empty screen. In that you have to be write the source code. Once completion of the source code, you have to be save that file. Once saving is completed, you have to be do the compilation. It may be directly you can take compile, or else you can use the Alt plus F9. Okay, means here you can press the Alt plus F9. If any errors is there, you can solve that one. If not there, it is directly going to the run position, so you can run by using the run option, or else you take the Control plus F9. So once your it is not showing any errors, it will be directly shows to the your output. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss another topic for the our C language. Thank you.